Good evening, this is Tracy Kelly, and tonight my presentation is about auditing the claim. So let's get started. What is claim auditing? The purpose of auditing a claim is to make sure the claim documentation is complete in the patient's chart. Any discrepancies will cause the claim to be denied. The process is necessary to determine areas that require improvements and corrections. Audits specifically targets and evaluates procedural and diagnosis codes that have been selected by the physician according to the patient's chart. So in so many words, the codes that were assigned or have been assigned by the physician has to match the documentation. If something is off, the insurance company will deny or reject and send a denial via the remit, letting the doctor know that something's not right. Can you please review? Medical records are needed for further consideration. So that's the main purpose of auditing, to make sure everything is matching before payment is submitted. Reasons for audits: to determine outliers before large payers find them in a large sum of claims in their software, and request an internal review will be done. To protect against false claims and billing activity, to expose whether there is variation from national averages due to incorrect coding, insufficient documentation, or lost revenue. Also, to help identify and correct problem areas prior to the claim being submitted to the insurance or government payers with inappropriate coding. To help avoid governmental investigational audits like recovery audit contractors or zone program integrity contractors. To remedy undercoding, bad unbundling habits, and code overuse, and to bill appropriately for documented procedures. To identify reimbursement issues and opportunities for submitting appropriate reimbursement. To stop the use of out-of-date coding or incorrect coding for procedures. To verify ICD-10, CM, and electronic health record, EHR, meaningful use readiness. So they want to make sure everything is matching and updated and up to date. Everything that's being used is in date or current. 9 steps to auditing the medical claim. The first step is to determine the criteria for defining errors, defining how errors will be identified. Number 2, choose a sampling method. Identify and fix coding documentation errors. Number 3, identify the time period to sample. Decide on a specific time to perform claim audits and be consistent. Number 4, choose the number of claims to be reviewed. Decide on a specific amount of claims to be reviewed. For example, 25 claims. Hospitals usually use 25 claims to be audited. Number 5, identify the necessary data sources. Select the claim forms that will be reviewed and gather the medical documentation for each claim. Number 6, review documentation. Review the claim and medical documentation according to the appropriate policies and procedures. Number 7, perform a reverse audit. Once the medical claim has been selected and reviewed, the medical documentation first up again for the medical claim. Number 8, quantify findings. Create a spreadsheet or database with the attributes that you will want to verify and labeled across the top. Number 9, calculate payment errors. Once the problem has been determined, get to the root of the issue for further research. And that's another short video for tonight. I just wanted to make sure I covered this area. In conclusion, I just want to thank you so much for your time again, and stay tuned for presentation 8, which will be on claim submission. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button at the bottom of the page, and we're almost through the whole medical billing process. So I just wanted to make sure we covered this one as well. Well, thank you so much again, and you have a great night.